like people who use the term weeb as an insult. There's a demographic of America that just doesn't like Japan or the entertainment it produces, and I find that baffling. I found a correlation between people who hate Japanese things and the indicative mindset of someone who either has or would join the armed forces. Soldiers hate anime. The Japanese were always described as depraved monsters on the battlefield in World War II. They charged at people with bayonets, committed ritual suicide upon losing battles, crashed their planes into Navy warships, and still have the audacity to draw cartoon characters with big-ass eyes. None of that shit matters anymore. Nobody has uttered the words Pearl Harbor since September of 2001, but they really should have stopped saying it when we dropped 2 nukes on an island nation and paid back the damage 1,000-fold. America is actually fucking garbage when you think about it, which is by no means a new or even bold stance to take. We're like Bill Cosby doing a comedy special after a lifetime of rapes, still trying to keep up appearances and rein ourselves in like we're not genocidal goddamn maniacs, while maintaining the gall of calling other cultures' war tactics inhuman. We are the fakest, naive, self-unaware, floundering hypocrites this side of the Pacific Ocean, dictating policy from a shoddy, counterfeit moral high ground with the stability of Puerto Rico's economy. Do I sound well-read? Because when it comes to boldface internet article titles, I am a scholar. So don't claim to dislike Japanese shit for any reason that puts you above them, because you're not. Also, if you can't do subtitles, it means you're slow and dumb. Just factually. I can't read faster than they talk. Well, then go back to first grade and pay attention this time. Put your finger on your TV if you have to. Just take in some animated magic. Anime is some of the most exciting and absorbing television there is. You just have to find the right shows. If a Japanese exchange student came up to you and was like, yeah, I watched some American TV and I didn't like it at all, you wouldn't just accept that. You would ask questions. What did you watch? Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Well, no fucking shit, dude. That show does not represent our entertainment medium. Branch out. Treat it like the vast and diverse amalgamation of content that it is, just like anime is. I live in the anime I watch. I turn on an episode of Black Butler and my astral form leaves my body and transports itself into this new realm of being. There is nothing more binge-worthy than anime. There is also nothing that gives less of a shit about children than anime, which might be another reason why I love it so much. I routinely watch caricatures of 8-year-old boys get their heads caved in by monsters or fall to their deaths without the camera so much as flinching. They don't care. It makes me a little sick, but I admire their ability to push my consumer boundaries. Anime characters don't even look Japanese. They have giant eyes, multicolored hair, they speak English if it's dubbed. The only way you can even tell it's Japanese is that there's no black people, because why would there be? Not only do they not exist in Japan, aside from confirmed one of my subscribers, but every time Japan tries to put a character with dark skin in a thing of theirs, the West cries stereotypes at the top of their lungs. Dragon Ball Z's Mr. Popo, Pokemon's Jinx. Jinx isn't even a human being, it's a creature, and we still complain. Black people are like aliens to Asians. If you drew what you thought an alien looked like, and one beamed down from his UFO and saw it, he'd say you were fucking racist. One of my Facebook friends posted about how Death Note is getting a live-action remake in the West, and he said he couldn't look past the whitewashed casting. I mean, I'm not going to watch it because it looks bad, and I could have easily fit into the role of Light Yagami, the main character, so watching it would just stir up feelings of jealousy, but the original can never be successfully aped anyway. But a whitewashed argument? It's a live-action English dub. Why would you hire a bunch of Asian actors to speak English for an entirely Western audience? You think when they do anime English dubs, they only allow Asians to do the voiceovers? No, because that makes no fucking sense. The other thing you have to take into consideration is that anime characters aren't even Japanese. Go with me here. They might be drawn into an area they call Japan, and they might be given Japanese names, and they might speak Japanese, but look at them. Anime characters are an entirely new race of people called anime. If their likenesses were taken from the screen and materialized in the real world, they wouldn't look like any established group of people on this planet. They're anime. And they have beautiful and immersive stories to tell, just like everyone else. So you're gonna call people names because they like Neo? Soulsborne fanatics who won't go near the game because it's weeaboo shit. Dark Souls is a Japanese game, you twats. The name Miyazaki should have given that away, and the hundreds of other Japanese names in the credits should have provided some nifty follow-up evidence. Your condemnation collapses in on itself. I remember when Neo was first announced and revealed to have a white protagonist set in Japan, and even though the entire development team is Japanese, people still were trepidatious like, this is historically accurate, right? They're not whitewashing, right? Who gives a shit either way? If Japan wants to tell a tale of a white samurai in foreign lands, who are you to say that's not politically correct? Even after it was common knowledge that it's based on true events, people were still like, I don't like it, I'm uncomfortable. I hate those people. people. On the other side of the spectrum, I hate these people. People think every protagonist is a political statement now. The main character's a chick? SJW garbage! Shut the fuck up, you whiners. That's all I have to say to you. I don't need to weave some intricate philosophical metaphor when it comes to telling off emasculated, self-hating plague rats like you. Keep your disease confined to quarters in your own hairy, shriveled, disgusting bodies and die safely in solitude. I've always wanted to voice in anime. Things like my Danganronpa series are an opportunity for me to stretch my vocal cords and practice my conviction, though there's still a level of authenticity I'm not quite comfortable reaching on camera yet, most notably with screaming and crying, although there's a couple times where the crying sounds authentic from me because it almost is. I get there mentally, and it naturally cracks my voice in the ways it's supposed to. But I'm sight reading the whole damn thing, so what do you expect? I love reading out loud. It's undoubtedly an ego thing because I love listening to myself talk. Why do you think I'm on YouTube to begin with? It's my only excuse to talk. I used to read to some of the women in my life. Just grab a book, lay on the couch, and fill their ears with the sweet inflections of my voice while they went down on me. I read the fuck out of Shel Silverstein books. Bitches get hot and bothered. There's just something sexy about receiving head from a girl your age while you read books intended for children. I feel like it's what the author had in mind. Hey girl, you want me to read you The Very Hungry Caterpillar? I'm hungry for your caterpillar, a damn. Or if she's not feeling it, just be like, how about you stop being a grouchy ladybug and suck my dick? Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll play myself off.